Hey, we just watched another Horrorfest advanced screening, this time for Talk to Me.
Yeah.
Before we get cracking, just want to let you know, for those of you who don't know, our 19th South African Horrorfest Film Festival is coming up over Halloween season.
Yes.
And we have already made public some of the classics that we will be screening. We'll have lots of new indie movies that you've never seen before, but first one will be on Friday the 27th of October. We'll be doing the audience participation screening of Rocky Horror Picture Show, which is a must. If you haven't seen it, or if you have seen it, or if you have participated
Before, yes.
it is
Those tickets are gonna sell out quickly.
yeah, it's a great fun way to start. But it will be on the Friday. We've got two the Wednesday and the Thursday we have movies as well. We haven't confirmed those yet. We'll be making them public soon. And then on the Saturday is the live soundtrack to 1928 French version of the silent film The Fall of the House of Usher, Edgar Allan Poe's classic story, made in 1928. And we're doing a macabre ensemble live soundtrack with special guests. And that's always a fun thing to do. We've got the Halloween dress up synced up with that as well. And then the Sunday, the 5th of November, to close the festival, we'll be doing 1933 King Kong, 90th anniversary.
Wow.
Of King Kong, being screened on 16mm film. That makes it even more special.
Yeah.
But as a warm-up to the festival, leading up to it, we have these advanced screenings of new movies.
Yes.
But also, importantly, September 29th, we're doing the 50th anniversary screening of the original Exorcist.
Yes, and I'm quite interested to see. I mean, I know we saw the director's cut
Yeah.
when it came out in cinema, but I'm looking forward to see it again on a big screen.
Yeah, so it's just one screening that'll be on. So it's quite what time flies. So it's quite a stretch before the Horrorfest, but it's to get you ready. And also the week after that will be the release of the brand new Blumhouse Exorcist Believer, and we will be doing an advanced screening ticket giveaway for that as well, but linked to people buying tickets for the Horrorfest. So if you're buying any kind of ticket, you will be first in line to score an advanced screening on the 3rd of October.
Yes.
For Exorcist Believer. With all of that out the way, talk to me! God damn it! All right. Yeah, it is an interesting one. If you want to slot it into the teen horror bracket, it's different because it's an Australian movie.
Yeah, I think that's what made it. One of the reasons why I did like it was the fact that it was not your cookie cutter jump scare. Not that I mind. I love a jump scare.
Yeah.
But it was a different approach for a horror film.
And not like sort of the cliche American teen kind of thing.
Yes.
Aussie kids, the actors were all very good, natural, believable. And the story is as old as time. It's
Yes.
Ouija board type movies, communicating with the dead.
Yeah,
that is
it's basically just a different vehicle. It's just not a Ouija board. It's just a different. It's an interesting vehicle, but or conduit or whatever you want to call it.
Apparently, it was the hand of someone that could connect with the dead.
Say, talk to me.
Talk to me.
It's very repetitive of the same old vibe of that kind of thing. Is like when you started experimenting and playing with that sort of thing, the consequences aren't.
And every single what makes this cool is because every single country, like I always say, every country has their pancake.
Yes.
Different type. Every country has their version, and just like a Ouija board, there's every country or every culture on each continent has a way of doing this dead communication. I remember when growing up in the 70s and the 80s, we used to call it glassy.
Yes.
pack a alphabet
Glassy,
in a
glassy.
circle, and then put a glass in the center, and everyone must put their fingers on the glass, and then the glass is supposed to spell out stuff, and there's always someone moving. I never fell for that shit. I don't know if you guys.
No, we did play it and it did work.
And
Yeah.
did it
no,
work?
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Okay.
But and yeah, I think you sort of live with the consequences.
But now basically this one, it's a hand. You hold the hand and then you tell this hand, let me in, and then these apparently spirits come. So, I guess it's not like it's a big surprise. Is it real or not? It's actual spirits that appear.
Yes.
But obviously things go too far, like it always does with any movie with a Ouija board or something like that. In fact, The Exorcist, the original Exorcist,
Yes.
has a Ouija board
Yes.
attached to it.
That's right.
Not just sort of very, very flippantly and briefly, but that is sort of the entry point for spirits, always looking for a way to enter the realm of the living.
That's right.
But then, it's always, and also it also goes both ways.
Camera.
With living people can also cross over into the land of the dead.
I think the movie was I like normally I fucking despise when a movie starts with a injured animal.
Yeah, it is.
It feels highly unnecessary.
But in Australia, that happens a lot.
I think that happens.
Kangaroos get knocked over a lot, and if you had to encounter that, you'd be upset for a month.
I'm still upset about it.
I'm saying if that really happened.
No,
to you.
I can't even imagine that really happening.
So these characters, it's kind of like, it's very much
whatever.
Yeah, but yeah, it reads into other deeper things. Like one of the kids, well, the main character is Mia and her friends, and she lost her mom 2 years before that, and all these things twist and turn, and
yeah, it was an interesting how they sort of tied all the various story bits together.
But yeah, I mean, when things go wrong with this thing, it goes very wrong.
Massively,
and hectically. It's quite some shocking scenes, which unfortunately our audience tonight, there were a bunch of what can you call them?
No, let's just say watch
just look in the corner, watch our little cinema etiquette clip. That's all we can say.
Yeah.
But
as much as I love people sharing the fun that a horror movie presents, and there's
random giggling is just annoying. So
yeah, but allow other people to enjoy the film as well.
Because you break the believability of this.
Yes.
Especially if you're getting drawn in, or you need to.
Yes.
A quiet scene with something happening, and then someone's just giggling.
It's fine if everyone laughs after a very big fright.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
Or the old running commentary, like, yes, we know that's what happened. You don't need to now repeat it.
Yeah.
That's it. We won't go further with this conversation.
Because I said to Paul, if I go further, it will become...
Yeah. So that's it. Rant over. Watch the rant. Well, couple of ticks back. Just go back and click the rant.
Blazen Carter got they heard the worst of it, I think.
But good movie. And now the opening credits, I don't know if I was looking at my popcorn, I didn't see the A24 logo, and this is everyone is, oh cool, it's an A24
but it is an A24. I remember the trailer was an A24.
I know, but these credits, it's still Australian, lots of Australian companies and film commission type logos. So I didn't go, but it's also, I've never really looked into, does A24, I mean, I'm sure a lot of their productions it's their production, but I think they also know how to pick up good movies.
Yeah.
Like that's what the Weinsteins did with Miramax. They went and found lots of fantastic foreign films and released that at affordably.
Yes.
But great movies, and then they make their own movies, and they end up winning Oscars with it. So the A24 movies, they don't just make horror movies, they make dramas, interesting, everything, everywhere, all at once, won Oscars. And from this little indie label that people actually reckon they're not really all that indie anymore because they've kind of become so big.
Yeah.
But now, so yeah, but it's also, I think it could be a bit of a curse where they're not expected to deliver every single time. I mean, Hereditary and Midsommar, you love those,
Yeah, I don't know how you do better than those two films.
but no, well, that's the mission. You always try
Yeah.
to make another better movie.
I know this movie, people were going on about how good it was, and it was good. It really was. But for me, unfortunately, it is it's a very tired subject. And although I do love paranormal and supernatural, it was just.
But it was just so differently done. It just that's what I say. It's like Australian. It is so removed from how it would have been done if it was done in the States.
But it's
that's what made it very good.
cool.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what made it cool.
But I mean, horror movies. I'd say you get, you have a monster or a slasher killer, or you have kind of ghosts or paranormal things causing cuck.
One thing I can add is that the special effects was done really well. I mean, there's not a lot. There's quite a few, but it was done in a very realistic way. Nothing was sort of out of the world, unbelievable. It was actually, some of it was quite
Creepy and
disturbing,
grisly and
Yes.
real gross looking.
Yeah.
But that's stuff that you'll have to work. We're not going to tell you where that happened or why it happened. But I don't know. Yeah, good movie. I think it's unfortunately not. Yeah, like I said, just like A24 has to live up every single time. It has to do better and better. This movie had so much hype attached to it. I never listen or kind of get swept up into the hype of a movie. It's just, it looked interesting and I wanted to see it.
Yes.
But I wasn't going to go, lots of people, many people reckon this is the best movie of the year for them. I'll have to sit down and think which was the best horror movie this year for me. I don't know if I can just grab it out of the air now. It was probably an older movie that I haven't seen and actually ended up watching. So this one, it was good. Score-wise, I would give it a 7 easily.
I'm gonna give it a 6.
Okay. So then it's a 6.5 total. Still good. Lots of other people, many people probably give it an 8 or a 9. But yeah, I don't know how, it's just when it comes down to it, even if it's a well-trodden old story, same old thing, but if it's just done differently, that's what makes it cool.
And that's what gave this movie its edge above other similar types of this.
And also, the characters, they were, I won't say that personal, because a lot of them were these stupid-ass teenagers, and every generation has their batch of stupid-ass teenagers.
Yeah. And I must say, I do feel... I feel for the main character.
They were believable.
Yeah.
And, it's like it's family, close, like friends that are like family, and things get torn apart fucking hectically.
And I feel for the Mia character. It's you really do feel. Normally, when it's like teenagers in horror movies, you can't wait for them to just fucking get it. But I did feel for her.
It's not like teenagers getting knocked off movies.
No.
So it is very.
Which I'm glad, because I was expecting that.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and it wasn't that. Yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah. So it's well worth watching.
Yeah, no, definitely. I can recommend it. It's just not.
I think the reason people really gravitated towards it as being really, really fantastic is because it's not just this. It's not just. The way it was made, the acting, just the cinematography, everything just felt more realistic.
Yeah, and it was very different. Yeah.
And not the same old. So if that's what you want, then that's definitely what you'll get.
Yeah, no, go watch it.
And it's not jump here, jump there constantly.
No.
It's emotional, dramatic moments.
And again, therefore, like it needs to be watched with I think a more mature audience.
Yeah. But anyway, well, if you haven't liked or subscribed yet,
what's wrong with you?
Now is the fucking best time for you to do that.
Yep.
because it takes nothing. Just do it, please. No, I'm not going to say please. Yes, okay, no, please. We're decent folk.
Be nice, yeah.
We're always decent. We have manners. We were brought up well.
Yes.
Although there were 70s parents.
The fact that we survived 70 parents says a lot.
Yes. So, but please like and subscribe,
Yes.
and check out horrorfest.info. That's where all our Horrorfest stuff's happening. Obviously, Instagram, Facebook, Shitter, all those places. We are there. We'll be posting all the Horrorfest selections, and there's some fun stuff coming.
Yeah.
So we'd love to see you there. And if you're not in Cape Town and the rest of South Africa, you can join us watching the online chapter of the Horrorfest over Halloween season.
Yes.
But we'll try and do a couple more reviews between now and then. It's just difficult because there's so much for us to do. We'll try our best to do some more of these. But we'll definitely be doing The Exorcist Believer.
Definitely. Yes.
We'll do that on the day of its release on the 6th of October, because we'll be watching it on the 3rd with some Horrorfest folks.
Yes.
But yeah, we will see you next time.
Cool.
And have a fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening, depending when you're watching this.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.